a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone. Where I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm, wrap around, take a hold of my heart. What a feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all now, I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. Pictures come alive, you can dance right through your life. Now I hear the music, close my eyes, I am rhythm. In a flash it takes hold of my heart. What a feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all now, I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. Pictures come alive, now I'm dancing through my life. What a feeling. What a feeling. I am losing now. Feels believing. I am rhythm now. Pictures come alive. You can dance right through your life. What a feeling. I can really have it all. What a feeling. Just come alive when I'm I can have it all. I can really have it all. Have it all. Just come alive when I'm What a feeling. I can have it all. Feels believing. Feels believing. Take your passion. Make it happen. What a feeling. What a feeling.
House is very much in contention, rounding the final flight now, and it's Sunley Bills from Buckhouse and the favourite Delius as they come down to the final flight, and Buckhouse for Ireland takes a marginal advantage. Buckhouse with his white face now, showing in the lead at the final flight from Sunley Bills and Delius and Golden Friend. Buckhouse lands in the lead, and it's Buckhouse from Golden Friend and Sunley Bills and Delius as they race into the closing stages. It's Buckhouse from Golden Friend. It looks like another for Ireland in the Waterford Crystal Supreme Novices Hurdle as Buckhouse strides up towards the line to win it from Golden Friend, and at the line Buckhouse is the winner. Golden Friend is second, and third was Sunley Bills, fourth Delius, and behind them came Seskin Bridge and Glasgow Central, and behind him Connaught River, and then waving diamonds and looking right back to the back markers. Ellerin in fact finished last, only just shaded at the line by Cavalier Saventi, and so the result of the Waterford Crystal, Supreme Novices Hurdle, first number 2, Buckhouse, owned by Mrs. Seamus Purcell, trained by Sula Bula, Fane Ranger, Gay Brief, Boreen Prince, behind them for auction, coming to the second last flight now, and it's Broadsword on the inside, narrowly in the lead from Sula Bula, then Gay Brief coming there very strongly on the inside too, and it's Gay Brief now on the inside who takes it up as they race towards the final flight. Gay Brief has taken it up from Broadsword, then comes Boreen Prince and Sula Bula. Gay Brief has gone clear though as they come to the last. Richard Lindley on Gay Brief, he's going to jump it 4 lengths clear. Gay Brief lands in the lead, he hits it hard, gets away with it. Boreen Prince next, then comes Broadsword, Sula Bula for auction. Balco finishing fast, but Gay Brief striding up towards the line, being pressed by Boreen Prince, but he's going to hold him, and as they race towards the line, Gay Brief is going to win the champion hurdle. Boreen Prince is going to be second. It's going to be a photo for third between Balco and for auction. For auction, then Balco for third in a photo, but Gay Brief's the winner from Boreen Prince, and a tremendous triumph this for Mrs. Mercy Rymel, the first lady to train the winner of the champion hurdle, and the result of the 1983 champion hurdle. First, number 11, Gay Brief, owned by Sheikh Ali Abu Kamsin, trained by Mrs. Mercy. As they come to the second last, Sabandulwa lands in the lead at the second last. Dawn Run fighting her way back on the inside. Then comes Noble Air, then Leddock on the outside, then Ballinacarra Lad. West Tip trying to get into the picture too as Stag Hill fades. Coming to the final flight now, and is this going to be the first Dickinson winner? Sabandulwa in the lead from Dawn, Deep Run on the Dawn Run on the far side. Then comes West Tip, and then just in behind them, Noble Air, and it's Sabandulwa. Shamandagar's a faller there. Sabandulwa being pressed again by Dawn Run. Sabandulwa from Dawn Run and West Tip as they race into the closing stages. And this is going to be number 1 for Michael Dickinson. Sabandulwa, this ex-French horse, striding away to maintain his unbeaten record in England. Sabandulwa wins it. Second is Dawn Run, and third West Tip, and 4 came Noble Air. Behind them, Leddock, and behind Leddock was Simon Legree, and then Vivac. Behind Vivac was Camino Crystal, and then came Trust the King and Mrs. Playfair, and then Stag Hill, who faded, and Ballinacarra Lad. Behind Ballinacarra Lad was Whitehall Bridge, and then in his glory, and then Melford Lad. And looking back to last place, it was Military Band. And so the result of this Sun Alliance Novices Hurdle, first number 30, Hughes King and Rath Gorman, then Artifice and Drumgora. And the race now with a Michael Dickinson 1-2 look about it as Badsworth Boy comes to the third last from Rathgorman and News King. Badsworth Boy jumps it clear of News King and Rathgorman. Coming to the second last now. And Robert Earnshaw looks over his right shoulder, sees very little danger barring an accident. Badsworth Boy. Oh, he's made a bad mistake there. He got away with it. News King jumped in second. He made a bad mistake too. Rathgorman takes the initiative from News King. Artifice is fourth, and fifth is Drumgora. But Badsworth Boy coming to the final fence now in the Queen Mother Champion Chase, and looking as though he only has to jump it to win it. In second is Rathgorman, then News King and Artifice. Coming to the final fence now, Badsworth Boy, ears pricked, measures it carefully, gets away from it well. A cheer from the crowd. It's going to be very close for second indeed. Rathgorman jumps in second, but Artifice finishing well on the near side. News King on the far side. Rathgorman loses his place as Badsworth Boy strides up to the line to win the Queen Mother Champion Chase in great style. Artifice, one of the old men of the party, in fact the old man, a 12-year-old, runs on gallantly to be second. Artifice is second and News King is third. And Drumgora gets up to relegate Rathgorman, last year's winner, to fifth, with the Mighty Mac finishing a long way behind the remainder. And so the official result, first number 2, Badsworth Boy, owned by Mr. D.H. Armitage, trained by Michael Dickinson and ridden by Robert. And they're coming down now to the third last fence in the Gold Cup, and as they do so, it's Brigorn being chased by his stable companions, Silverbuck, Captain John and Wayward Lad. Brigorn from Silverbuck and Captain John, a bad mistake. Wayward Lad's improving. They're coming round the home turn now with 2 fences left to jump in the Gold Cup, and it's a Michael Dickinson quartet at the moment, with Brigorn the leader. From Wayward Lad, John Joe O'Neill moving into second. Silverbuck is third. David Goulding is fourth on Captain John. Then comes Ashley House and Coombs Ditch as they come to the second last. Brigorn in the lead from Wayward Lad, Silverbuck and Captain John, and that's how they jump it. Coming to the final fence now, it's going to be an unprecedented Michael Dickinson quartet if they all jump the last fence. Bregon is in the lead from Captain John, challenging on the near side. Bregon lands over it, Captain John second, then Wayward Lad racing into the closing stages, and it's Bregon being challenged by Wayward Lad, Captain John on the near side, Bregon being pressed now by Captain John, Bregon striding up to the line to win it. Bregon wins the Gold Cup, second is Captain John and third is Wayward Lad, and fourth is going to be Silverbuck. An amazing 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Michael Dickinson quartet, and he's going to achieve the fifth because Ashley House runs on to be fifth, Rich D is sixth, Midnight Love is seventh, eighth is Coomstitch, and so an amazing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, history is made at the 1983 Cheltenham National Hunt Festival. The winner of the 56th running of the Cheltenham Gold Cup is number 2, Bregon, owned by Mr. J. Keneally, trained. Remarkable family trio here, but being pressed. Dawn Run by Thurston. Behind Thurston is Art Prince, and then comes Voice of Progress, and then the Food Broker as they come down to the third last. And it's still Dawn Run in the lead from Thurston in second as they race down towards the second last in this page 3 hurdle. Dawn Run from Thurston, and these two a long way clear of the remainder. Dawn Run lands in the lead from Thurston second, 2 furlongs to run and 1 flight left to be jumped. Dawn Run with Thurston challenging hard on the stand side. Dawn Run on the far side, Thurston on the near side, and Tony Mullins lands in the lead on Dawn Run, Thurston on the near side, and it's Dawn Run from Thurston as they race into the closing stages. Dawn Run holding Thurston as they race up towards the line. Dawn Run from Thurston, and it's going to be another Mullins triumph this. Tony Mullins following the example of his brothers Willie and Tom by winning the page 3 hurdle, and the winner is Dawn Run. Second is Thurston, just coming up to the line to be third is Amarak, then Voice of Progress 4, 5 is Art Prince, and they're finishing really strung out to emphasize the testing nature of this ground. And so the result, first number 2, Dawn Run, owned by Mrs. C.D. Hill, trained by Paddy Mullins and ridden by Tony Mullins. Second, number 7, Thurston, owned by Fight Now. Dawn Run from Fore Auction, Gay Brief and Broadsword as they come to the third last in the Sun Templegate Hurdle. Dawn Run from Fore Auction and Gay Brief. Coming down to the second last now, Dawn Run, who's made it all, being pressed now by Gay Brief, Fore Auction and Broadsword. Dawn Run there from Gay Brief, 2 furlongs to run and 1 flight left to be jumped. Dawn Run being pressed by the champion Gay Brief now. Gay Brief on the near side to us, going to land just in the lead. Gay Brief just in the lead now from Dawn Run over on the far side and racing into the closing stages, and it's Gay Brief from Dawn Run as they race up towards the line. The champion hurdler Gay Brief from that gallant little mare Dawn Run, who's put up a tremendous performance on her second successive outing at the meeting, the second successive day, and Gay Brief wins it from Dawn Run in second. Third is Fore Auction, and fourth Broadsword.
Then in fourth place, Grease Paint. 5 is Gritar. Then Colonel Christie and Political Pop, and Venture to Cognac and Petey Sandy and Del Moss. And going across the Melling Road with 2 to jump, it's Corbiere, Hello Dandy. Then Grease Paint, Your Man and Gritar and Political Pop, and Never Tampers Refused, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, it's Corbière on the inside of Hello Dandy. Then comes Grease Paint, very close with them, and Your Man also very close. Then in 5th place is Grittar, and under pressure Grittar. Behind him comes Political Pop, and then Colonel Christie, and then P.T. Sandy and Venture de Cognac as they race towards the second last in the 1983 National. And it's Corbière, trained by Jenny Pittman, in the lead from Your Man, Hello Dandy, and Grease Paint. Corbière coming to the second last fence with his white face showing in the lead. Corbière lands in the lead. Your Man lands second. Third is Grease Paint. 4 Hello Dandy, and 5 is Grittar. 6 Political Pop. 7 Colonel Christie, and 8 P.D. Sandy coming to the final fence now. Corbière in the lead from Grease Paint, Your Man, and Hello Dandy. Corbière by 3 lengths from Grease Paint. Then comes Your Man, then Hello Dandy. They're racing towards the elbow in the National, and it's Corbière, ridden by 23-year-old Ben DeHaan, who's clear at the moment of Grease Paint in second. Your Man third. Fourth is Hello Dandy, and it's Corbière with a furlong to run in the National, being pressed by Grease Paint. Corbière from Grease Paint. Grease Paint putting in a tremendous run for Ireland, ridden by Mr. Colin Magnier. It's Grease Paint on the near side, beginning to get up as they race towards the line. It's Corbière from Grease Paint, and Corbière's won it. Corbière's the winner from Grease Paint. And a great salute from Ben DeHaan. Third was Your Man, and 4 was Hello Dandy.
Sensible fellow. At a stage like this with just 1 red left, he stops and blows his nose and says, let's have a break. And if he can take this red and the black, the colours will be on their spots. Oh, what a moment this is. It is truly electric here. If only we could tell the audience not to applaud just for the remainder of this break. Keep rolling. And they have actually stopped playing on the other table.
Well, now this is the real shot that matters, Jack, to get on the yellow. If he can do that, he could be well on. He hasn't gone quite far enough. He's left himself a tough shot, but that's 15 reds and 15 blacks that he's taken now. Well, that was a marvellous yellow that Cliff Thorburn took then.
Perfect. That is perfect. Well, I don't think there's going to be another moment in Cliff's life when he's going to be so tense as this. Cliff. Oh, good luck, mate.
looks a very, very wide open race with Gay Spartan and Midday Gun and Owen's Image, then Royal Judgment and Earthstopper and Drumlargan, with Prominent King, who's made up a lot of ground from the rear of the field. 3 out, and it's Midday Gun and Royal Judgment. Royal Judgment under top weight, going on. Royal Judgment in the lead from Midday Gun in second place. Owen's Image is third. Prominent King steadily making up ground. That's the one towards the right of the picture, coming down towards the second last. Royal Judgment in the lead. Royal Judgment from Prominent King on the outside, and Prominent King on the outside comes through to take up the running from Drumlargan on the left. Prominent King, Drumlargan, then comes Royal Judgment and Owen's Image and Midday Gun coming down to the final fence, and it's Prominent King and Drumlargan. They take it together, and it's Drumlargan who lands the better. An amateur finish to this, the Whitbread Gold Cup, as Drumlargan and Mr. Frank Gold go on from Prominent King and Mr. Tim Easterby. Well inside the final half furlong, Drumlargan battling on up towards the line. Drumlargan's going to win it at the line. Drumlargan is the winner. Prominent King is second, then came Royal Judgment in third. A gap then to Owen's Image in fourth, and a big gap then to Shady Deal, who never really showed at all behind.
Kirchner on the stand side, then comes Montekin, Hayes under pressure, then comes Valier, Commodore Blake and Corn Street coming down to the 2 furlong pole. No Alcoholic from Kirchner, Montekin in third, Valier is 4, then comes Robolino and Hayes. Racing down to the furlong pole now, and No Alcoholic in the lead from Valier going second. Then on the near side is Kirchner, then comes Corn Street making ground, but No Alcoholic from Valier as they race into the final furlong. No Alcoholic from Valier in second, then comes Robolino and Hayes, and racing into the closing stages. No Alcoholic holding Valier as they race towards the line. It's No Alcoholic from Valier, and No Alcoholic's going to win it at the line. No Alcoholic is the winner, and second is Valier. Third is Robolino, and 4 came Hayes, and behind them Corn Street and Kirchner, and then Montekin, and then Lobkowitz, and behind them Commodore and Prima Voce. And so the result of the Lockinge is first number 4. No Alcoholic, owned by Mr. William Dupont.
There they go for the 1983 2,000 guineas, and Tacorno breaks out quickly. Q8 Tower, on the other hand, and Ptolomeo are both slow, and it's Tacorno making the early running, followed by Lofty. On the near side with the yellow cap, that's Proclaim. Then after these, Go Righters is going stronger. Then Alverton for France. Just after the leaders, in the centre comes Dramalis, and still towards the rear of the field are Spanish Place, one of the outsiders, and last of all, at the end of the second furlong, is Ptolomeo now. They're inside the final 3/4 of a mile, and up front it's still Tacorno and Lofty, followed by, in third place, Proclaim, making their way now to the end of the third furlong. So with just under 5 to go, it's over to Graham Good in the grandstand.
And Goritis is going well. Willie Cast in the mid-division, Leicester towards the rear at this stage. Fourth from the right of the picture, now third from the right, that's Diasis. But they come down towards the halfway stage. The leader is Tacorno, joined by Lofty, with Ravinsky on the outside, Goritis just in behind these. Then Muscatite going well, Guns of Navarone, all systems go in a challenging position. Lofty as well there. Diasis, that's number 4. Leicester now switched to the outside, and as we change camera angles, that's towards the third from the right of the picture. Q8 Towers going well. They're past the bushes, 2.5 furlongs to go. Lofty has the advantage from Tacorno, with Garitis throwing down a determined challenge. Dias is coming with a run, Muscatite on the left, Lomond now switched with Pelletary, but it's Garitis in the lead. Garitis the leader from Lofty in second place, Q8 Tower. Dias is beaten, Muscatite is staying on, Lomond finishing very well indeed on the very wide outside, coming inside the final furlong, and Lomond has the advantage from Muscatite. Lomond, Muscatite, Garitis, with Ptolomeo right at the finish, but it's Lomond in the lead from Ptolomeo coming up towards the line. Lomond, Pelletary looking round, Lomond the winner, Ptolomeo second, Muscatite third, a photo for four between Garitis and Q8 Tower, then Lofty, and behind these came Diocese, the Guns of Navarone, all systems go to Corno, and last of all, and last by a long way, was Proclaim. And so the result of this, the 2,000 guineas, is a win for number 11, Lomond.
Now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. The love is like a shadow on me all of the time. I don't know what to do and I'm always in the dark. We're living in a powder keg and giving off balls. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart.
That looks like it. There they go, and it's the first to show. Breaking out very fast was Crime of Passion. It's Crime of Passion, the early leader, from in second place La Grigia. Right behind these two, towards the outside, comes Annie Edge. Also in the leading group is a Chorus Prediction, and then comes Flamenco. Right up there now is Rare Roberta. They've gone a furlong and a half in the 1,000 guineas, and Crime of Passion continues to make it from a Chorus Prediction. Annie Edge over on the far side. Between those two horses is Rare Roberta. Then on the near side with a nose bang comes Flamenco. They've completed 2.5 furlongs, and then Habibti and Shoreline together. At the moment, the favourite Marbiche is well placed towards the centre of the group, and running now down towards the final 5 furlongs. It's still Crime of Passion making it from a Chorus Prediction on the near side and Rare Roberta. And right after these leaders comes Royal Heroine, and with that order back to the stands and Graham.
The favourite Marbiche is with Favorage, both the favourites or the principals in the market in the mid-division at this stage, but it's Crime of Passion with Rare Roberta, Annie Edge, and also improving on the far side Royal Heroine, and with just over 3.5 furlongs to go, it's Royal Heroine that strikes the front. Royal Heroine in the lead from Crime of Passion in second place, and just in behind these Rare Roberta. Then coming with a run on the near side is Marbiche, that's towards the right of the picture. We've got just over 2 furlongs to go. It's Royal Heroine in the lead from Rare Roberta, Royal Heroine with Marbiche unleashing a run. Then comes Habibti, just over a furlong to go, and Marbiche now strikes the front. Marbiche in the lead from Royal Heroine, Favorage on the left of the picture, but Marbiche has the advantage coming inside the final furlong. Marbiche just from Royal Heroine, Favorage, Rare Roberta and Habibti coming well inside the final half furlong, and Favorage staying on the far side. Marbiche just has the advantage, Marbiche by half a length from Favorage, who's closing with every stride, coming up towards the line. Marbiche wins it, a photo for second between Royal Heroine and Favorage, then Habibti and Rare Roberta.
Parliament is on the outside, Cremation on the inner, then Arsenuk on, Fighting Falcon, and then Lomond. They've 2 furlongs to race, and it's Wassel who hits the front. Parliament coming there on the near side, then Boomtown Charlie, Crystal Glitters, and then Lomond, who's been switched to the outside with Arsenuk just behind them. They've over a furlong to race, and it's Parliament the leader with Lomond coming there on the near side, Wassel over on the far side, then Crystal Glitters as they race inside the final furlong. Parliament with Lomond challenging on the near side, Lomond on the near side of Parliament, Wassel on the far side, and inside the final furlong, Wassel on the far side, Lomond on the near side as they race into the closing stages. Wassel with the advantage on the far side as they go to the line. Wassel wins it from Lomond in second, and third place is Parliament.
Still greenish. Now Smiley. Howlett now. Crossed in towards Smith, and a goal! Brighton have scored!
What a crazy
Gordon
game.
Smith has put the underdogs into the lead. As Wilkins now sprays it wide again for Duxbury. Played forward, first time for Davis, and a good ball by Davis for Duxbury. And it came back off Jimmy Case for Duxbury Lane, crossed in once more, Whiteside, and Stapleton! 1-1. Orbiston's made a tremendous break through the middle for Wilkins. Oh, a brilliant goal by Ray Wilkins! Oh, Smith. He's got Robinson waiting in the middle, McQueen getting that one away. It's another Brighton corner. A little flurry here in the last 5 minutes now from Brighton.
And you know what's caused this? United, with about 7 minutes to go, started playing the ball back, and they lost some momentum, and now Brighton have the initiative. I mean, they've started to push men forward. They invited them to push men forward.
If Brighton are still strong enough, they can yet grab the initiative. There's Grealish. Will he try a shot? He's thrown it for Stevens!
I told you.
2-2.
I told you.
Coming right to the end, the last minute of extra time now. Can anybody yet find the decisive move that'll decide it all? Wilkins is looking, and then in the end searched in vain. Put out there, Case. Turned on as Robinson got the legs. Scott Moran after him, and Robinson still in control. Play for Smith, and saved by Bailey. My word, what a remarkable finish. One Brighton player is down, Gary Howlett.
1.5 miles, that's a 12 furlong to trip. Holmbury, the one nearest to us, smartly into his stride. Holmbury disputing the early running in the early stages from Gordon in second place. Then just in behind these comes Nar, and up on the outside, Sloopy going very well on the very wide outside with Naorian. And it's Sloopy on the extreme left of the picture who leads the overall field from Naorian, Morcon up there, Toynoso not too far away. And as they continue their uphill journey, very, very closely grouped indeed, with Sloopy now being headed by Naorian, and it's Naorian in the lead from Sloopy in second place. Then just in behind these comes Nar, then Lester Pickett on Tinoso in a prominent position. The back marker is low, on down by a little way, but it's now Mittelini that has come through to take up the running. Go to the hill on the far side, and it's Mittelini, Sloopy on the outside. Then just in with these comes Tinoso going very well. Behind these Naorian, then Guns of Navarone, Holmbury, Lomond is the back marker, Yarwar is towards the rear, so too is Zoffany. And as they continue their uphill climb to the point 7 furlongs from home, it's Mittelini in the lead from Lester Pickett on Tinoso in second place. Then Sloopy on the outside of Gordian. Then just in behind these comes Carlingford Castle, and it's Mittelini in the lead from Tinoso in second place. Then just in behind these comes Tivian, who's made up ground. Then comes on the outside Naorian. They begin the descent to Tattenham Corner. Mittelini from Tivian, Tinoso. Then Zoffany next to the rails. Carlingford Castle on the outside. The American horse Sloopy is on the middle division. Wassell is trying to come with a run. And as they begin the turn into the home straight, come down to Tattenham Corner, it's Tivian and Mittelini who disputed from Tinoso in second place. Then just in behind these comes Gordon, and there's a faller at the rear of the field, and it's difficult to distinguish who it is at this stage. Mittelini in the lead from Tivian in second place, then comes Tinoso in third. These are followed by Naorian in fourth, turning into the home straight, and it's Salmon Leap who's improving just in behind these, and it's Mittelini from Tinoso, Lester Pickett on Tinoso, committed and goes for home, and it's Tinoso, Lester Pickett with 2.5 furlongs to go. Tinoso in the lead from Mittelini in second place, then comes Naorian, Guns of Navarone is staying on, then comes Salmon Leap, and Lester Pickett with 2.5 furlongs to go, is clear on Tinoso, 2 furlongs to go, and Tinoso clear from Guns of Navarone second, Carlingford Castle is third, then comes Salmon Leap unbeaten but in fourth place, then Sheer Walk a furlong and a half to go, and Lester Pickett in the lead. Carlingford Castle is chasing in second place. It went inside the final half furlong. Lester Pickett coming home on his 9th Derby winner, Tinoso from Carlingford Castle in second place, coming up towards the line. Tinoso's going to win it from Carlingford Castle. Tinoso the winner, Carlingford Castle second. A photo for third between Sheer Walk and Sam.
Like you said, you might change the tactics you'd have to see, and you did it better than ever.
Well, you know, it gave me a great ride, you know. I couldn't believe how well I was going. Totally firm, you know. I was canting, really, you know.
Really? Because, I mean, they ganged up behind you, and I thought they might all come after you, but no?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just let him go when you straightened up, and nothing ever looked like it.
Well, we'll take the privilege of showing it to you, Lester, showing the master how it happens. As you say, you turned in pretty close there. You were closer than you'd ever been, I think, in the Derby, this stage.
I probably was, yeah.
And you couldn't believe how well you were going. Had you looked around at all to see how the others were going, fancied horses?
Well, I was following two bad horses most of the way, you know, but I was entitled to be going well, but I really was going well, you know. You know, when I opened up there, you know, it was all over, really.
It's astonishing now, because the ground not that impossibly heavy, is it, Lester? I mean, it's not a sort of bog derby.
It's not as bad as when Shergo won. It's soft, but it's not. No, it's not as bad as that year.
This was a very backward horse last year, and he's really coming on. I mean, how good is he? You've ridden some great horses in your time.
Well, I think he's a very good horse. They're probably, you know, I wouldn't say it was one of the best derbies, because, you know, everything's been against the horses so much. But I think he's a very good horse, you know.
And Lester, we've heard there was a steward's inquiry, and one of the water swimmers was saying it was a very rough race, but presumably that was all behind you. Did you hear screams and shouts behind?
I didn't really, you know. I was always in the first five, I suppose, but when, you know, we didn't go all that fast, really. And when we were coming up to about the 1.25 mile gate, you know, they were all came together a bit because they weren't going very fast. And that was all, you know. I think some of the horses were running a bit freer than the jockeys wanted them to, you know. That was all. Well,
Lester, the question I know everybody looking in will want to ask you. You've got 9 now. You've often been quoted as saying 10, but even the years are creeping up even on you. Are you going to get to 10, or can there be more, 11 and 12?
Well, there'll be another one anyway.
Well, that's all we wanted to hear, really. Lester, thanks very much for talking to us, and congratulations from me and from everyone.
Thank you very much.
Right of the picture, it's Royal Heroine in the lead from Fields of Spring, Cormorant Wood. Also up with the leaders is Gaia, and the chorus prediction up on the outside of the field is New Coins. It's Royal Heroine and Gaia who dispute it. Royal Heroine and Gaia. Then just in behind these comes the chorus prediction, New Coins, Fields of Spring. The back marker is Mytinia. Also towards the rear is Hagen's Holly and Solelar. But it's Gaia on the outside of Cormorant Wood. Next to the rails is Royal Heroine. On the outside of her is Fields of Spring. Then comes the French favourite Alexandre, handily positioned on the rails. On the outside of her is Shoreline. But it's Gaia in the lead from a chorus prediction, Cormorant Wood. Then just in behind these comes Royal Heroine. Then comes New Coins on the outside of Shoreline. Then Ski Sailing and Fields of Spring. Then Acclimatise and Sun Princess next to the rails, and only about 5 behind her is the favourite Alexandre. The back marker is Mytinia. They're quite closely grouped. They're at the top of the hill, 6.5 furlongs to go, and Sun Princess in the middle division makes ground on the outside. But it's Gaia in the lead from Royal Heroine and Cormorant Wood. Then on the outside of the leading group is New Coins. The one on the left of the picture is Solelar. The one that's tailed off is Hagen's Holly, but Gaia leads as they pass the halfway stage in the Oaks, with Sun Princess made up a lot of ground up on the outside. Gaia from Sun Princess, and it's now Sun Princess on the outside of Gaia. Then comes Cormorant Wood. So as they race down the Cheltenham corner, Sun Princess now takes up the running from Gaia. The favourite is next to the rails, only just in the picture there on the extreme right, but it's Sun Princess from Gaia, then Cormorant Wood, Royal Heroine, New Coins, Acclimatise, then Alexandre. Behind these comes Ski Sailing, then Shoreline, in line for home. 3 furlongs to go. Sun Princess in the lead from Cormorant Wood, Gaia, then Acclimatise making ground, then New Coins, then Royal Heroine. 2.5 furlongs to go, and Willie Carson on Sun Princess is clear. Willie Carson on Sun Princess clear from Acclimatise and Cormorant Wood, then Royal Heroine. The favourite Alexandre is beaten in the mid-division, but 1.5 furlongs to go, and Sun Princess some 4 to 5 to 6 lengths clear now from Acclimatise in second place. Sun Princess drawing right away from Acclimatise, coming inside the final furlong now, and it's Willie Carson going for home, 10 lengths clear on his third winner in the Oaks. Sun Princess well clear from Acclimatise, coming up towards the line. Sun Princess the winner. Acclimatise is second, New Coins is third. Then came Shoreline, Ski Sailing, Cormorant Wood, Royal Heroine, Solelar, Current Razor, Gaia, Mytinia. The favourite Alexandre looks distressed, only has 3 behind her. Those 3 are Fields of Spring, tailed off, a chorus prediction tailed off, and totally tailed.
Carlion, the 5 to 4 favourite. Tinoso 2 to 1, 8 to 1 bar these. That's it.
under orders, and they're on their way for the 22nd running of the Irish Sweeps Derby, with Carlingford Castle next to the inner rail, one of the early leaders, with up on the outside of these Heron Bay. But it's Carlingford Castle in the lead, from Slaney Prince in second place, then Heron Bay, then just in behind these Wassell, who's being ridden up with the pace. At this stage, the favourite Caerleon is in the mid-division. Leicester Pickett on Tino, so is towards the rear at this very early stage. But they run through the first furlong, and it's now Slaney Prince in the lead, blinkered clear from Carlingford Castle in second place. Then on the outside of these comes Sir Simon. Wassell just in behind these, in company with Caerleon. Next to the rails is Sharif Dancer, and tracking Sharif Dancer is Leicester Pickett on Tinoso. The back marker at this stage is quilted. Tinoso pulling quite hard, in fact, but it's still Slaney Prince in the lead from Carlingford Castle in second place. Sir Simon on the outside of Wassell, and then on the inner of Wassell is Caerleon. On the outer of Caerleon is Parliament. Then comes Tinoso, who's now settled, and as they continue their journey down the far side, Slaney Prince in the lead, setting the pace for Carlingford Castle, who's in second place. Slaney Prince in the lead from Carlingford Castle second. Then just in behind these on the outside comes Sir Simon in third, then Wassell, then Caerleon, then Leicester Pickett and Sharif Dancer, who's on Tinoso, who's tracking Sharif Dancer. The back marker is still quilted. They begin to swing right-handed at the far end of the track. Halfway now in the Irish Sweeps Derby, and Carlingford Castle takes up the running from Slaney Prince and Sir Simon. Then just in behind these comes Caerleon and Wassell, and behind Wassell is Sharif Dancer. Then comes Leicester going quite sweetly on Tinoso. Behind Tinoso is Heron Bay. The back marker is still quilted, but it's Carlingford Castle next to the rails with Sir Simon on the outside of him. Then the favourite Caerleon is back in third place. Wassell is fourth. Behind these comes Sharif Dancer. Leicester now switched to the outside as they begin the turn into the home straight. 3 furlongs left to go in the Irish Sweeps Derby, and it's Carlingford Castle in the lead from Sir Simon. Here on the outside comes Tinoso and Leicester Pickett. Pedigree on the rails, then Sharif Dancer and Wassell, but it's Carlingford Castle in the lead from Sir Simon. Tinoso coming down the outside. Sharif Dancer is going very well. Caerleon looks beaten. They switched for room. They've got 2 furlongs to go, and it's Sharif Dancer in the lead. Sharif Dancer gone clear from Wassell in second place. So it's Sharif Dancer from England, from Tinoso for England in second place. Wassell for England is third. Caerleon now switched to the outside, and Pat Fairley eating up the ground, but Sharif Dancer clear from Caerleon, coming well inside the final furlong, and Sharif Dancer sent 5 lengths clear from Caerleon and Tinoso. Sharif Dancer clear from Caerleon. Tinoso up towards the line. Sharif Dancer the winner from in second place. Caerleon, then came Tinoso, then Bilton and Karaminski, and Wassell behind these came Carlingford Castle, and then Avalanche Bay and Parliament. The back markers include Heron Bay, and last of all, and last by some way, was Slaney Prince.
Is followed at 8:35 by TJ Hooker. At 9:30 there's a change to the advertised programme. We go over live to Oslo for international athletics. At 9:45 the news. Tonight's film Deliverance is at 10 o'clock. And with a second visit to Oslo at midnight, this is the line-up for tonight on Yorkshire Television. Now back to programmes for this afternoon. With a look ahead to tonight's athletics, plus racing, cycling and wrestling, we join Fred Dinage for this week's edition of World of Sport.
Hello there, good afternoon to you. A very warm, indeed hot welcome to what promises to be an extremely fast-moving edition of World of Sport.
It's a clear advantage. Horridge with a commanding lead as they race towards the 2 furlong pole from Cock Robin and Mustard-Tide, and then comes Dunbeath. Past the 2 furlong pole, Steve Corson in the lead on Horridge, well clear at the moment of Mustard-Tide, Cock Robin and Dunbeath trying to unleash a run. Rixo's dropped right out of it. They're past the furlong pole. There's still Horridge in the lead from Dunbeath, and Ptolomeo coming there with a good run towards the stand side, but Horridge still holding him as they race up towards the line. Ptolomeo putting in a tremendous run towards the stand side. It's Horridge from Ptolomeo as they come to the line. Horridge on the far side, Ptolomeo on the near side, and Horridge Horridge's just won it from Ptolemy. Could be a photo. Third was Don Beath and 4 Muster Tight. Behind them came Cock Robin, and behind Cock Robin was Glenstell, and then tailed off the favourite Orixo. Officially it's a photograph, but I think there's little doubt that Horridge has staged a great comeback this afternoon and has held Ptolemeo at the end of the St James's Palace Stakes with Don Beath third and Muster Tight fourth. And on the inside, Sabre Dance. Then Commodore Blake and Staniera and Cannon King and Prima Voce, and into the straight, and it's Lobkowitz the leader from Erin's Hope and Fine Sun and By Decree and Nar and Sabre Dance and Fanny Offer and Cannon King and Staniera trying to get a run right over on the far rail. As they race into the closing stages, Lobkowitz being pressed all the time now by Staniera, coming there with a great run over on the far side. Sabre Dance in the centre, Commodore Blake on the near side, and Cannon King putting in a run, but Staniera with the advantage. They race into the closing stages. It's Staniera from Commodore Blake and Sabre Dance. They race towards the line. A magnificent victory for Staniera. She strides away to win very comfortably. Second is Sabre Dance, and third Commodore Blake, and 4 Cannon King, and then Prima Voce and Fanny Offer. Behind them came Lobkowitz, and behind Lobkowitz was Erin's Hope, and then Nar and Fine Sun, and finally By Decree. And so the result of the Prince of Wales Stakes is first, number 10, Staniera, owned by Mr. Frank Dunn. Executive Pride breaks fast towards the right of the picture with Novello and Hegemony. Hegemony and Executive Pride in the early stages. Gimme Pleasure running very fast in the centre with Jack Tar, and right over on the far side it's Derry River who's running fast, with Any Business also up there too very well over on the far side with Between Horses, Yellow Domino. On the near side, Hegemony from Jack Tar, Gimme Pleasure in the centre. Our Dynasty tucked in behind the leaders over on the far side. But on the near side, it's Hegemony and Give Me Pleasure from Executive Pride and Jack Tar. And on the far side, it's Derry River, Any Business, Yellow Domino. And still coming there strongly right over on the far side is Our Dynasty. Hegemony, Lester Piggott though on the near side. Give Me Pleasure in the centre. Our Dynasty and Any Business over on the far side. Coming there very strongly is Novello on the near side. But it's Hegemony on the near side with the advantage as they race into the final furlong, being pressed by Chief Singer now, and Chief Singer getting the better of Hegemony as they race into the closing stages, and it's Chief Singer going away from Hegemony and Novello, but Chief Singer's going to win it well, and at the line Chief Singer is the winner and Hegemony is second and Novello is third, and 4 is Executive Pride, and behind them came Gimme Pleasure and Our Destiny, and behind them was Meejus Golf, and then came Sylvan Barnum. Behind Sylvan Barnum was Jack Tar, and looking back to last place it was one of the early leaders, Derry River. There's no doubt about the winner. First, number 4, Chief Singer, owned by Mr. J.C. Smith, trained by Ron Sheller and ridden by Ray Cochran.
All in, and they're all out. A pretty level break. Sober, as expected, breaks very smartly, as too does Sylvan Barbarossa. Sober leading from Sylvan Barbarossa, and just on the outside of the field, Tatibar and Fire Thatch and Salieri and Maximova and Crayon, and they're splitting into 2 groups. Over on the far side, it's Sober who leads. On the near side, it's Sylvan Barbarossa who leads. Coming down the centre of the track is Celestial Dancer, showing very good speed. But over on the far side, toward the right of the picture, Sober leads the overall group. Sober in the lead from on stage, and then just in behind these comes Habibti. Coming down the centre of the track is No Alcoholic. On the extreme left of the picture is Salieri making ground to go past Sylvan Barbarossa. Also Tatibar with them. They've got just 2 furlongs to go. And on the right of the picture, it's Sober in the lead from Habibti and on stage. In the centre of the track, No Alcoholic. The French raider Maximova coming with a run. As to is Salieri. It's just over a furlong to go. And it's Salieri on the very wide outside. Sober toward the right of the picture, coming inside the final furlong. And it's now Habibti that takes up the running. Habibti in the lead from Sober and on stage. Habibti going on by 2 lengths now from Sober on stage. Coming up toward the line. Habibti's going to win it. At the line, Habibti is the winner. Sober is second, on stage third. A 3-way photo for 4 between Sweet Monday, No Alcoholic and Salieri. Then the French raider Maximova. A big gap then to Fearless Lad, Fire Thatch, Celestial Dancer, Sylvan Barbarossa, Vorvados in the back 2. Last was Crayon, and last but one was Vaguely Star. And so the outcome of this William Hill July Cup, a win for number 15, Habibti, owned by Mr. M.A.
Before the new law came into force, only about 4 out of every 10 motorists regularly used a seatbelt. But during this morning's rush hour in London, the vast majority of drivers and front seat passengers were securely fastened. It seems the fear of prosecution was a greater incentive to belt up than all those previous seatbelt campaigns with their appeals to reason. And the government will now be hoping for a big reduction in the number of people killed or seriously injured in traffic accidents. Good morning, I see you're wearing your seatbelt today.
That's correct, yes.
Is this simply because of the law?
Indeed, I've never worn it before. I prefer to be free when I'm driving, but I'm aware that the law aren't going to enforce things today, so that's why I'm wearing it.
Sorry. But not everyone remembered the need to clunk click this morning. Hello, can I ask you why you're not wearing a seatbelt? You realise you're breaking the law?
Yeah, I do realise now, yeah. Thanks for telling me. I better put it on.
I think you had. So what are the chances of being fined if you don't wear a seatbelt? Well, at the moment it depends very much on where you live. Some police forces have said that they intend to adopt a lenient attitude for the first few weeks at least. People who break the law are likely to escape with just a warning. But in other areas, the police are saying that they intend to prosecute people as from today. And if you don't wear a seatbelt, that could mean a fine of up to £50.
Well, the Merseyside Chief Constable, Kenneth Oxford, has already said that in his area, drivers, to begin with, not wearing seatbelts will be warned and not prosecuted. So John Thorne has been examining how the softly approach there has been working.
At the dawn of this new legislation, rush hour motorists on Merseyside were greeted by foul, snow-filled winds. There was no sign of extra police vigilance on the roads leading to the Mersey Tunnel, and many drivers had forgotten to lock on their seatbelts. In fact, one driver was deliberately ignoring the new legislation.
Well, figures have proved in the continent that even though the number of people wearing seatbelts went up, there's no decrease in the amount of accidents.
So even though you're liable to £50 fine, you're not going to wear them?
No.
The Merseyside police have been coy about their attitude. The Chief Constable, Mr. Kenneth Oxford, declined an interview. So did his Traffic Department commander. But in fact, motorists here have a good reputation for belting up. A local survey suggested that nearly half Merseyside drivers did it automatically even before the new law. The police force here on Merseyside are not alone in deciding initially to advise motorists about the new seatbelt legislation rather than prosecuting them immediately. But their Chief Constable's stance has been attacked by the British Safety Council, who describe it as entirely irresponsible, amounting to a licence for suicide.
Lancaster on the inside and Lemmy Gold now pulling his way right up to the lead. And Lemmy Gold now going on the outside of Darman Shoal. Awazif and Lancastrian just in behind them. Sun Princess very close to the lead. Then comes Kellion and Carlingford Castle, who's been dropped back. Then Rocamadour and Time Charter as they race closely bunched down towards Swinley Bottom with Lemmy Gold for America in the lead. From Awazif on the inside. Darman Shoal is next, and then Sun Princess, then Lancastrian, then Kellion. Behind them come Carlingford Castle, Time Charter and Rocamadour as the back marker, and they're just passing the milepost now. In the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and Lemmy Gold is in the lead from Awazif on the inside of Darman Shoal. Then comes Sun Princess, then Carlingford Castle coming back towards the leaders. Just in behind them come Kellion and Lancastrian, and then Time Charter, who only has Rocamadour behind her. They're past the 7 furlong pole and racing towards the 6 now, and Freddie Head still on Lemmy Gold from Lester Piggott on Darman Shoal. Then comes Awazif, Bruce Raymond. Then comes Willie Carson on Sun Princess with Pat Edery moving up on Kellion on the outside. Then Carlingford Castle just in behind Carlingford Castle. It's Time Charter making a run now. Then Lancastrian, who's 8th and 9th, and last is Rocamadour, and Lemmy Gold is still in the lead as they pass the 5 marker and race towards the half-mile pole. And it's Lemmy Gold still from Darman Shoal. Then Kellion on the outside of Awazif. Then comes Sun Princess. Rocamadour is moving up towards the lead. Lancastrian's the back marker. They're racing towards the home turn now, and as they do so, it's Lemmy Gold on the inside of Darman Shoal. Just in behind them come Awazif. Kellion has lost ground. Sun Princess is making ground. Rocamadour is just off the lead, spinning round into the home turn, and it's Darman Shoal and Lester Piggott who takes it up now from Willie Carson on Sun Princess. Then Time Charter unleashing a run on the outside. Kellion is last. They're racing towards the furlong pole, and it's Darman Shoal from Sun Princess and Time Charter. Darman Shoal on the far side, Sun Princess in the middle. Time Charter still coming there strongly on the stand side. Time Charter with the advantage now on the stand side from Darman Shoal between horses. Sun Princess, Time Charter with the advantage as they race towards the line. Joe Morse is going to win it, and at the line Time Charter wins it from Darman Shoal second, Sun Princess third. 4 was Awazif, and then came Lancastrian Carlingford Castle. Behind Carlingford Castle was Rocamadour, and then came Lemigold, and tailed off last was the French Derby winner Carlian. And so the result of the 1983 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. First, number 8, Time Charter, owned by Mr. Bob Barnett, trained by Henry Candy and ridden by Joe Mercer. Second was number 1, Diamond Shoal, owned by Mr. Paul Mellon, trained by Ian Balding and ridden by Lester Piggott. And third...
They put a parking lot on a piece of land where the supermarket used to stand. Before that they put up a bowling alley on the site that used to be the local pally. That's where the big bands used to come and play. My sister went there on a Saturday. Come dancing, all our boyfriends used to come and call. Why not come dancing? It's only natural.
2.5 furlongs to go. Carlian in the lead from Hot Touch, Garitis, with John French cruising up on the outside, then Welsh Idol, then Guns of Navarone, a very wide open race with a furlong and a half to go, and it's Carlian next to the rails being tackled by Hot Touch, then comes Garitis and John French and Guns of Navarone, and it's Carlian next to the rails sticking his neck out, but Hot Touch is challenging again inside the final furlong. It's Carlian from Hot Touch, Garitis and John French, Guns of Navarone, and elected Carlian just has it by a neck by half a length, going up towards the line, but Hot Touch is fighting back, going up towards the line. Carlian in a photo from Hot Touch, and they close the third between Garitis and John French. Then Electric and Guns of Navarone, a gap to Prima Voce Firstman. Sober has the advantage. Sober by a couple of lengths from Habibti, now the challenger. They're coming inside the final furlong. The crowd are beginning to roar. It's Sober in the lead from Habibti. Sober from Habibti, these drawing away from Fine Edge. Sober being joined now by Habibti. Habibti on the stand side, and Habibti going past Sober. David Nichols changes his left hand, but it's Habibti going on, proving the stronger. These 6 clear of the others. It's Habibti from Sober. Habibti going to win it quite easily.
Vacom still looking for daylight. Godston from Cragganshire. Vacom still trying to find daylight. Godston in the lead from Cragganshire. Vacom finding ground over on the far side now. Leicester's nipped through a gap on the far side now, and he's making very swift progress to come up and win this very cosily indeed. Vacom is the winner from Cragganshire second. It's a photo for third between Godston and Indigo Jones. Vacom, the very clever winner. But Little Wolf, who'll also be Dick Hearn's first winner if he succeeds here. Carador giving him a fight over on the far rail. Saint-Alaman's moved into third. They're past the 2 furlong pole, and Little Wolf quickening now with his white face showing well in the lead from Carador in second, Saint-Alaman third. They're running down towards the furlong pole in the Goodwood Cup, and it's Little Wolf on the right of the picture. Carador still fighting over on the left, but Little Wolf with the upper hand as they race into the closing stages. Little Wolf from Carador and Saint-Alaman racing into the final 25 yards, and it's Little Wolf being challenged again by Carador, but he's just going to hold him at the line. Little Wolf wins it from Carador second, and Saint-Alaman third, and Crusader Castle 4. 5, 6 and 7 was Sanderley, Old MacDonald and Fishley Gamble. And so the result of the 1983 Goodwood Cup, first number 1, Little Wolf, owned by Lord Porchester, trained by Major Dick. Under pressure is Lomond. They're racing towards the furlong pole, and it's still No Alcoholic, with now Ptolomeo producing a great run. Lester Piggott on the stand side, but No Alcoholic holding them all at the moment. Wassel over on the far side. No Alcoholic going to make every yard of the running to win it, and at the line No Alcoholic wins it from Wassel and Ptolomeo and Montekin, and behind them Muscatide and the Noble Player and Loman and Dramelis and Kuwait Tar and Thug, and last was Hayes. A very convincing triumph this.
Prince going in nice and quietly to join Peter O'Sullivan.
And last year's winner Sandhurst Prince, the last to be installed. They're under starters orders and they're away. And No Alcoholic goes straight into the lead. No Alcoholic from Adonijah. Then Sandhurst Prince and Garitis and Shoes, and Montekin is the back marker. No Alcoholic being joined by Sandhurst Prince now, and he's inside. Sandhurst Prince disputing it with No Alcoholic. Adonijah comes next, and then comes Shoes, and then Garitis. Montekin is the back marker. They're racing already down towards the home turn, and last year's winner Sandhurst Prince is in the lead. From No Alcoholic in second. Then comes Shoes, then Adonijah, then comes Garitis, and finally Montekin. Sandhurst Prince blazing the trail from No Alcoholic. Then comes Shoes, then Adonijah, then Goritis. Behind Goritis is Montekin as they run down towards the home turn. Willie Carson had a look over his right shoulder there, riding Goritis. It looked a replica of the Dewhurst to see if something had gone wrong, but it certainly hasn't. He's improving well towards the outside. They're coming down to the 3 furlong pole. Sandhurst Prince being pressed by No Alcoholic. Goritis coming there strongly on the stand side with Adonijah upsides him. They're coming down to the 2 furlong pole. No Alcoholic, Sandhurst Prince, Goritis towards the right of the picture. Adonijah just in behind him, and then comes Montekin. They're racing towards the furlong pole in the Waterford Crystal Mile, and it's Sandhurst Prince being pressed by No Alcoholic. Goritis under pressure. Then comes Montekin and Adonijah. It's Sandhurst Prince from Montekin and No Alcoholic, and Goritis and Adonijah trying to get on terms. It's Montekin now who's come to take it up as they race into the closing stages. It's Montekin from Sandhurst Prince and Adonijah, and as they come to the line, Adonijah putting in a great run, but Montekin wins it from Adonijah. Montekin is the winner and Adonijah is second. They're the 1-2 in the Waterford Crystal Mile. It's going to be a photo for third, but no doubt about the 1-2. His first triumph since his 2-year-old days for Montekin. It's a photo for third, but the winner, number 3.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be.
Very body appropriate.
There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Montekin 10 bar, and they're all installed for the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes. Under starters orders and away, and Horridge is the first to break. Horridge goes on from Lobkowitz. Lobkowitz going up to join him, in fact to take it off him, and Lobkowitz going on now from Horridge and Sandhurst Prince and Welsh Idol. Commodore Blake is the back marker at the moment, and Lobkowitz making it from Horridge and Welsh Idol. Sandhurst Prince right up with them. Adonijah comes next. A little gap then to Sackford. Behind Sackford is Montekin, and then Hayes and Commodore Blake, and they're past the 6 mark and racing towards the 5. Lobkowitz in the lead from Horridge with Welsh Idol on the inside. Sandhurst Prince then and Adonijah. Behind them Sackford, Commodore Blake, Hayes and Montekin. Racing past the half-mile pole, Horridge and Lobkowitz matching strides now from Welsh Idol on the inside, Adonijah and Sandhurst Prince, and Sackford and Montekin and Commodore Blake and Hayes, the back marker as they swing into the straight. It's Horridge and Steve Cawthon being pressed now by Sandhurst Prince and Adonijah. Just in behind them come Lobkowitz, then Sackford making a run, and Hayes the back marker as they race towards the 2 furlong pole. It's Horridge being pressed now by Adonijah. Sandhurst Prince comes next, then Sackford poised in behind Adonijah, making a good run towards the outside are both Montekin and Commodore Blake, but Adonijah has hit the front now from Sackford. It's Lester Piggott and Greville Starkey now. Adonijah on the far side, Sackford on the near side. Sackford getting the advantage now as they race into the closing stages, and Greville's picked the right one here. Sackford striding away from Adonijah as they race up towards across the line to win it very easily indeed. Sackford is the winner, Adonijah is second, and Monaghan is third, and Horridge 4 and 5, Sandhurst Prince. Then came Commodore Blake and Welsh Idol and Hayes, and last was Lobkowitz, the early leader. And so the result of the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes, first, number 11, Sackford, owned by Mr. Anthony Bodie and Mr. Tony Ward, trained by Guy Harwood and ridden by Greville Starkey. Second was number 8, Adonijah, owned by Mr. Khaled Abdullah, trained by Henry Cecil and ridden by Lester Piggott. And third was number 2, Monaghan, owned by Mr. Peter S. Winfield, trained by John Dunlop and ridden by Brown Rouse. Fourth was number 7, Horridge. So a third triumph in the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes for Guy Harwood. Sackford, the comfortable winner in the end.
Filler up. 15-2, and all in, and away they go, and fast out of the stalls towards the centre was Corn Charm, and up on the outside, Siberian Expressway very quickly indeed. The back marker in the early part of the race is Nazar, but it's Siberian Express who is making the running from Corn Charm, with Superlative in third, then Elves Grand Seigneur the favourite, a very close fourth on the inside rails. And at the end of a furlong and a half, it's still Siberian Express making it, with Corn Charm in second, then El Grand Seigneur and Superlative. After these comes Rainbow Quest, then Chelkoff making a little ground, and with Siberian Express for France still in the lead, back to Graham.
Tracked by El Grand Seigneur, with Superlative coming up on the outside of Corn Charm. Lester Piggott on Chelkoff, getting a little bit closer. Ministerio next to the rails. On the outside of that one is Nasser. The back markers include Harvard, and also towards the rear is Black Spat. They come down to the point 2.5 furlongs from home. Next to the rails, Siberian Express now being joined by our Grand Seigneur, who's going very sweetly indeed, but up on the very wide outside, Superlative and Rainbow Quest throw down a challenge. Ministerio just in behind these. It's a 5-horse race. We've got a furlong and a half to go, and El Grand Seigneur strikes and goes for home. Pat Edery committed, a furlong to go, gives the horse the whip. He's staying on well, but here comes Rainbow Quest, and it's El Grand Seigneur from Rainbow Quest, and these two drawing clear from the Frenchman in third, coming up towards the line. El Grand Seigneur is going to win it by a length at the line. El Grand Seigneur from Rainbow Quest. Then came Siberian Express and Superlative and Ministerio and Harvard. A big gap there to Nasser and Chelkoff and Black Spout, and the back marker was Corn Charm. And so the result of this William Hill Dewhurst Stakes, a win for number 5, El Grand Seigneur, owned by Mr. Robert Sangster, trained in Ireland by Vincent O'Brien. Vincent's 7th victory in this race, ridden by Pat Edery, Pat's 119th winner of the season, and bred in America by E.P. Taylor. Second was number 11, Rainbow Crest, ridden by Steve Cawthon, and third was number 12, Siberian Express, ridden by Yves Saint-Martin. Well, El Gran Senor has kept his unbeaten record in quite impressive but rails. Naorian makes up ground up on the outside. Spot the white face of Some Princess, the favourite in the mid-division at this stage, sweeping into the home straight, and they're coming very wide indeed, electing to come down the centre of the track with Sailor's Dance in the lead. From, in second place, Esprit du Nord, then the white face of Carlingford Castle. Just in behind these is Some Princess, Naorian going well. Ravinsky, the rag, is tailed off. They've got just over 3 furlongs to go. Carlingford Castle strikes the front from Esprit du Nord, then behind these Desari, and now unleashing a run is Some Princess. They've got 2.5 furlongs to go. Carlingford Castle, Esprit du Nord, and here comes Some Princess up on the outside. 2 furlongs to go, 3 in a line. Some Princess, Carlingford Castle, Esprit du Nord, who's hanging over to the right to the far rail. 1.5 furlongs to go, and Some Princess now comes through to take up the running from Carlingford Castle, who's battling back. Esprit du Nord is in third place on the far side, but rallying, coming inside the final furlong. It's Some Princess in the lead from Carlingford Castle, with Esprit du Nord staying on very strongly indeed on the far side. Some Princess, Esprit du Nord, Carlingford Castle. Some Princess is the winner. A photo for second place between Esprit du Nord and Carlingford Castle. These clear of Don
Level break. Just 1 or 2 weren't quite so fast away as the others were Be My Native, Sackford, and also Salmon Leap, the favourite, not too quick away. But early on, it's one of the complete outsiders, Lobkowitz, who's making it. Lobkowitz making the running, with Ptolemaeo now moving right up to take second. Wassel is right there too, and after Wassel comes Morcon, then Alzeo. Behind Alzeo is Miramar Reef, and then Flame of Tara, but it's still Lobkowitz making it, and now Leafard Special has moved right up to join Wassel for second. They've covered just over 2 furlongs, and on the near side is Miramar Reef, and just last at the moment is one of the fillies, Cormorant Wood. Also towards the rear is Montekin. But as they come on now down towards the final 3/4 of a mile of the Champion Stakes, it's still Lobkowitz out in front from Wassel in second. Then making headway just behind the leaders is Ptolemaeo with Guns of Navarone over towards the outside. After these, Alzeo for France. Crystal Glitters is trying to get into the race, and Salmon Leap is improving as well. Running now down towards the final 5 furlongs, and it's still the outsider, Lobkowitz, who's made all the running so far, out in front. Back to Graham.
Tracked by Wassel with Hot Touch making ground. The white face on the left of the picture is Morcon, and here the favourite up on the very wide outside comes Salmon Leap, just what is white face, joined on the outside by Me My Native. Just over 3 furlongs to go, and Lobkowitz and Wassel and Hot Touch and Morcon and Guns of Navarone and Salmon Leaf and Muscatite and Adonijah and Leicester Pickup make ground. Be My Native going backwards, Sackford going sweetly. They've got just over 2.5 furlongs to go, and Hot Touch in the lead as they pass the bushes. Hot Touch in the lead. Wassel looks beaten, is under pressure and going backwards. 2 furlongs to go, and it's Hot Touch and Wassel with Salmon Leap on the very wide outside. And also coming there very, very strongly indeed is Ptolemaeo, and it's Ptolemaeo who strikes the front, but not giving Miramar Reef a clear run. Just over a furlong to go. It's Ptolemaeo in the lead, but Flame of Tara finishing very well. Ptolemaeo, Flame of Tara, Sackford on the outside. Cormorant Wood and Miramar Reef, and Ptolemaeo's going to have it. Ptolemaeo in the lead from Flame of Tara, with Cormorant Wood finishing fast. Cormorant Wood for me, a photo from Ptolemaeo and Flame of Tara. Then Miramar Reef and Sackford on Adonijah. Behind these came Hot Touch. The back markers include Salmon Leaf, Muscatite. Also toward the rear was Crystal Glitters, whose jockey Yves Saint-Martin was given a most uncomfortable ride in the last half mile. It looks as if his stirrups broke, and last of all was Be My Native. And so the outcome of this Dubai Champion Stakes, it's a 3-way photo.
Bad
And they're running in the Arc de Triomphe, and Dolby Jaguar is one of the first to show. Zudo over on the far side. Sailor's Dance going on. Time Charter is right up there too, and Sailor's Dance going on now from Orofino for Germany. Then on the far side, Dolby Jaguar. Just in behind them comes Time Charter. Behind Time Charter is Zudo, and Stanera, a good place on the inside. Diamond Show right up there as well, but Sailor's Dance taking him along at a tremendous clip. And now Steve Corbin has gone second on Diamond Show. Sharia on the outside. Dolby Jaguar, Time Charter, just in behind them, Sun Princess. Marie de Litzwell up there. Stanner on the inside, being tracked by General Home, and then comes Zalataya, and Lancastrian is the back marker. And it's still Sailor's Dance, Willie Carson, showing with the white face over on the left on Sun Princess, with between horses Diamond Shoal. On the near side is Sharia. Between horses is Marie de Litz, then Stanner on the inside. And as they begin to swing right-handed, it's still Sailor's Dance being tracked by Sun Princess. Diamond Shoal, then comes Stanera, then just in behind them Time Charter, and Sharia towards the outside. They're beginning to run downhill, and Sailor's Dance still taking him along. Diamond Shoal is second, Sun Princess is third, 4 is Sharia, 5 is Stanera, then comes 6 Time Charter with 7 on the outside, Marie de Litz, and then Orofino. Behind Orofino is Welsh Term, and then Seymour Hicks making ground from the rear. Right at the back at the moment is Lancastrian, and Salmon Leap's a back marker too. And now Sun Princess coming up to join her stable companion with Diamond Shoal still in very close contention. The Sheepskin Noseband second from the left. Stanera just in behind him and going very well indeed. Time Charter coming there with a white face showing towards the right of the picture. They're swinging into the straight now, and it's Sun Princess from Diamond Shoal and Time Charter. These three now, as they've got 2.5 furlongs to run. Sun Princess going for home. Diamond Shoal and the Sheepskin Noseband. Stan Arrow's coming to challenge between them. Time Charter's on the outside. It's Sun Princess being pressed by Stan Arrow now. Stan Arrow and Sun Princess. Then comes Diamond Shoal and Time Charter, and putting in a tremendous run on the near side is Luthor Chanté. They're racing up towards the line, and it's Sun Princess and Stan Arrow with All Along coming between them. It's All Along coming to take it up now over on the far side. Luthor Chanté on the near side up the line. All Along has won it from Sun Princess and Diamond Charter in a photo finish. Oh, yes, All Along has won it all right from Sun Princess. Time Charter in a photo there, and a very close photo for third. Very close indeed, but no doubt that All Along and young Walter Swinburne on the Leicester Piggott reject has got up in the closing stages of a dramatic 1983 after
The inside is approaching. Gay Chance on the outside, then Everett, and approaching, just losing a bit of ground as they come into the straight. And Akarina and Marnick have pulled up as they come to the first in the straight and the Hennessy Gold Cup. It's Brown Chamberlain lobbing along in the centre. Gay Chance coming to challenge on this side. Everett's in third. Approaching makes a mistake in fifth rather, as they come down towards the third last fence. And Silent Valley is in fourth place now. Coming to the third last in the Hennessy, and this is the last ditch. And over it, Brown Chamberlain from Everett. On this side is Gay Chance. A slight mistake by Silent Valley, and that's knocked him out of it. And it's the gamble of the race. John Frankham and Brown Chamberlain over the second last clear, and Everett is down. Gay Chance is over in second. Silent Valley is third. Then comes approaching and Midnight Love and Royal Judgment. But John Frankham strides for the last on Brown Chamberlain. It's Brown Chamberlain pricks his ears over the last fence, clear from Gay Chance, and listen to the chair, because Fred Winter is going to win his first ever Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. It's Brown Chamberlain storming away on the run-in. Brown Chamberlain from Gay Chance in third place. A very tired horse is Silent Valley, but it's John Frankham and Brown Chamberlain at the line, the winner of the Hennessy. Brown Chamberlain wins it. Gay Chance is second. Silent Valley is going to be third. A desperately close thing for fourth between Approaching and Midnight Love. Then a gap back to Royal Judgment, who's been pulled up, and nothing else has completed the course. The result of the 27th running of this great race, a win for number 4.
The grey Brief, then stands Pride, the grey is Janus, then behind these comes Migrator, his pace-making job done. Waller Will behind these, coming down to the second from home, and Dawn Run in the lead, but here comes the champion, Gay Brief, now in second place, coming down to the second last. Dawn Run from Gay Brief with Ranova close up in third. 2 out this. A good jump there by the champion in second place. Jumping very well indeed and throwing down the challenge now to Dawn Run. Dawn Run next to the rails. Gay Brief on the outside of him. Ranova is back in third place. Has come down to the final flight. And here Gay Brief joins Dawn Run. Dawn Run and Gay Brief from back in third place. Ranova. And it's Dawn Run. Dawn Run holding on though from Gay Brief, who's trying to put down a challenge again. Dawn Run from Gay Brief. Dawn Run going on by half a length at the line. Dawn Run's going to get there. Dawn Run is the winner. Gay Brief, the champion, is second. Then behind these came Ranova in third. Janus in fourth, and behind these stands Pet. Then Migrator and Wallow Will, followed by Alistair and Mav Ross, and the back marker is the Food Broker. And so the result of this Ladbroke Christmas Hurdle, it's a win for number 10, Dawn Run, owned by Mrs. C.D. Hill, trained in Ireland by Paddy Mullins and ridden by John Joe O'Neill. An inspired ride by John Joe, giving him his 68th win of the season on this 9-4 winner of the Ladbroke Christmas Hurdle. Second was number 2, Gay Brief, ridden by Richard Lindley. Third was number 8, Ranova in the lead from Wayward Lad in second place. Then comes Brown Chamberlain back in third, but Brown Chamberlain is trying to close as they come down to the 3 out. It's the Mighty Mac from Brown Chamberlain up on the inside. Wayward Lad on the outer, 3 out this. The Mighty Mac from Brown Chamberlain and Wayward Lad. Mighty Mac from Wayward Lad and Brown Chamberlain coming down to the second last, and Wayward Lad now comes through the dispute. 2 out this, and Wayward Lad led from the Mighty Mac in second place. Brown Chamberlain is third, and one more fence to jump, and it's Wayward Lad in the lead from Brown Chamberlain in second place. Wayward Lad the leader from Brown Chamberlain in second. The Mighty Mac is third as they come down to the final fence in the King George for chase, at which Wayward Lad jumped it very smoothly and in the lead, going on from Brown Chamberlain as they come towards the line. Wayward Lad's going to win it by some 3 to 4 lengths. Wayward Lad's going to win it at the line. Wayward Lad is the winner from Brown Chamberlain in second. And then came the Mighty Mac third, and behind these came $50 more, doing 2 swallows. Miss Justice, he is continuing, but he's in 5th place. And so the result of this King George VI chase, it's a win for number 7, Wayward Lad, owned by Mr. S.N. Thewlis and Mr. Les Abbott, trained at Harewood by Michael Dickinson and ridden by Robert Earnshaw, the 12th winner of the season that he has ridden, and it's the 5th consecutive King George VI chase for the Dickinson family. Second was number 2, Brown Chamberlain, ridden by John Frankham, and third was number 5, the Mighty Mac, ridden by Dermot Brown. Well, that's the 1, 2, 3 in this King George VI.
She saw him carried away by a moonlight shadow. He passed on worried and warning, carried away by a moonlight shadow, lost in a riddle that Saturday night. Far away on the other side, he was caught in the middle of a desperate fight, and she couldn't find how to push through the trees that whisper in the evening, carried away by a moonlight shadow. Sing a song